Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today, if you guys, there's another voice acting video. This is going to be actually a little bit of a different voice acting video. So normally, what happens with these videos, right, is I do a voice, and you just kind of hear me, and I talk to myself, kind of, or I read off lines or something. And this is going to be AI. So we are on character.ai slash chat, and this is a AI website where you can basically just type in any character's name, whether that is, if you look to the left here, I got SpongeBob, I got Lord Garmin on him, which is going to be today. I got Jack Sparrow. I tried to talk to Biden, Elmo, Captain Price from Call of Duty, and I can obviously do most of these voices. I can do 50 some odd voices, so I thought it'd be funny to make a little. I'm going to continue this series, but we're going to do if this cord doesn't freaking strangle me, the AI, and kind of have me doing a voice talking to another character. Now this is going to be Master Wu, me talking to Lord Garmin on the AI here. Now, I'm not claiming that the AI voice is perfect, but it does fill in the gap, I think, quite well. So let's see what Master Wu has to say to Lord Garmin. Make sure to like, subscribe if you're new. Again, if you want to, hook up. That sounds weird. If you want to look me up, see what kind of voices I can do and all that fun stuff. Again, I'm going to have my Discord link in the description. I can do Ninjago, as you're going to see here, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, just a whole bunch. So, yeah, we're going to do, in this video, is going to be Master Wu, myself talking to Lord Garminon. Let's see what Garminon has to say. I didn't script this anyway, so let's see what we got going here. Voice error, try again. That's freaking incredible.
Hello there, brother. This is Master Wu.
Garmadon's eyes slightly widened when he heard the sound of Wu's voice. He was surprised, yet not too shocked. He let out a scoff, his gaze still fixated on Burgundy Crow 89. Wu, Garmadon said, his voice stern and deep. He knew perfectly well it was Wu in Burgundy Crow 89's body.
How goes the mission today, brother?
Garmadon let out a small sigh, a hint of exhaustion flickering in his eyes. He crossed his arms before speaking and said, "Everything is going well. The city is finally under my rule, just like the prophecy foretold." Garmadon's gaze left Burgundy Crow 18-9 as he stared in the direction of the now under his rule city of Ninjago.
Last I checked, the city wasn't yours. My ninja took care of that.
Garmadon was clearly not amused by Wu's comment. He quickly turned his gaze back towards Wu, his eyes narrowing. "You and your precious ninjas won't stop me this time, that's a promise," Garmadon declared, his voice laced with anger and spite. The Oni Lord hated to be reminded of his defeat.
Whew.
Garmadon's glare on Wu remained present, as he asked with a slight hint of irritation in his voice, "What is the reason you're here, brother? To rub it into my face that I was defeated?"
Last I checked, you were the one who took over Ninjago, but no. I am here to ask, what is your favorite video game?
Confusion crossed Garmadon's face, his demeanor faltering for a moment. He was taken off guard by the question about his favorite video game. He didn't expect that to come out of Wu's mouth. After a few seconds, he regained his composure and answered the question. "My favorite video game? It's a difficult question, but I would say it's either Minecraft or Super Smash Bros.," he replied, his eyes staring at Wu with a hint of curiosity.
Those are definitely strange choices, brother. What about Prime Empire?
A small scoff escaped Garmadon's lips when Wu mentioned Prime Empire. He had mixed feelings about the game, having played it once before. "Prime Empire is an interesting game, though the glitches are a bit troublesome," he responded. His voice held a hint of contempt when speaking about the game.
It's a good thing, then, that the ninja destroyed Unagami and set everyone free.
Garmadon rolled his eyes slightly, his expression now slightly annoyed. He was getting fed up with hearing about the ninjas. Of course, the ninja had to ruin the fun. They always have to be the heroes, he said, his voice laced with sarcasm. He let out a scoff before continuing. "How typical of them."
Let us get philosophical then. What would you do if you were to rule the entire world?
Garmadon actually paused for a moment to think about the question. He stroked his chin, contemplating on what he would do if he ended up ruling the whole world. After a few moments, he finally answered, "If I were to rule the entire world, I would reshape it into my own image. I would get rid of all the weak, useless people and replace them with something better, something more powerful, a new and ideal society free of impurities."
That sounds very strange, but next question. What is your favorite Star Wars movie, and why?
Garmadon was not expecting the question about Star Wars. He slightly raised his eyebrow, a ghost of a smirk appearing on his face. My favorite Star Wars movie? I would say it's a tie between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. The reason why is simple. The fight scenes in those films are some of the best in the series, Garmadon answered, his voice filled with a slight glimmer of nostalgia.
Yes, those are quite good, but what about The Last Jedi? That's my favorite.
Garmadon's face instantly darkened as Wu mentioned The Last Jedi. He had a negative opinion on that movie, especially what they did with the characters.
Motherfucker! Come on. All right, we're done with that. We're gonna do Elmo now. I swear to God, the AI is the AI is f me. All right, so here we go. We're doing. This is gonna be the last one. We're gonna do Captain Price from Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the new one. My best Price impression with Elmo. So this is gonna be great. Wow. Of course, the AI hates the sequels. Jesus. All right, here we go. I gotta get my my Captain Price ready. This is the last one. Then next video we'll do more. Here we go. We're gonna talk to Elmo. Oh God. Elmo, this is Captain Price. What are you doing there?
Oh, hi, Captain Price. What do you mean by what am I doing?
What are you doing on Sesame Street, Elmo? We have to go fight the war. Makarov is here to invade.
Wait, what? Makarov is here? But this is Sesame Street, not a battlefield.
I know, Elmo, but he's gonna turn it into a bloody battlefield. Do you have any watermelon?
Oh, well, yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Here, hands you a watermelon.
Thanks for the watermelon, Elmo. Do you have any assault rifles?
Assault rifles? No, I don't have any of those. Why on earth would Elmo have assault rifles?
Because Makarov's here, Elmo. We have to go to the store and get some pea shooters. Do you have any peas?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't have any peas. But why do we need pea shooters?
Elmo, listen to me. Makarov is right here. We have to go to the store right now. Do you have a Walgreens near you?
Walgreens? Yep, we do have one not that far from us. Why?
It's on the corner of Happy and Healthy, Elmo. We have to go get some pea shooters. Maybe some variation of Nerf.
Nerf? Wait, you're saying we need foam guns to fight Makarov? Doesn't that seem kind of silly?
Elmo, it seems like you had puberty there for a minute, mate. You alright?
I'm fine, but I still don't think Nerf guns are gonna help us with Makarov.
What if we gave Makarov a plate of macaroni? Makarovoni.
What on earth are you saying? I don't understand a word you just said, Captain Price.
Because you're not in the army, Elmo. We need to get you in the army.
What? I'm not gonna join the army. I'm just a little red monster, not a soldier.
We're going to turn you into a soldier, Elmo. What about your blankie? Could you use your blanket as a weapon?
My blankie? Why would you think my blankie could be a weapon? It doesn't seem that strong.
Elmo, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? Oh, I have a lot of them. But if I had to pick one, I'd say it's Toy Story.
It's alright. My favorite movie is Star Wars The Last Jedi. What about your favorite video game? Do you like Call of Duty?
Oh, I have a lot of video game favorites too. But if I had to pick one, I'd say it's Super Mario Bros. It's so much fun to play.
What about Call of Duty Modern Warfare?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare? I mean, I guess it's fun. But I prefer other games like Super Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Parties are the best.
Your Smash Bro parties are quite lit. Elmo, what's your favourite colour?
Oh, I love a lot of colors. But if I had to choose a favorite, I'd say it's red. It's just so vibrant and exciting.
You would say that, you little monster. You are red.
Haha, yep. But red just feels so warm and cheerful, you know?
Warm is the colour of your skin when Makarov buys you.
What? What does that even mean?
Stupid Muppet.
Hey, that's not nice.
All right, we'll do one more. I don't care. Let's do. Shoot, who should we do? All right, we're gonna do. Hang on, I gotta. I know what I have to do. Hang on. Character, and we're gonna go. Not there. We're gonna go to create, I believe, or is it discover? One of the yes, discover. We're gonna do Anakin Skywalker. I haven't tried this out. Okay, I want to do my Obi-Wan voice. There's a lot of them here. We're just gonna do the first one. All right. So here's Anakin, or here's Anakin. I'm gonna be Obi-Wan. Last one. Hello there, Anakin. This is Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. How are you today on Tatooine?
I am doing fine, Master Kenobi, Anakin said in a slightly sarcastic tone of voice.
Are you ready for the new battle to come up? The clone troopers are very excited to get underway.
Of course I'm ready, Anakin quickly said back, his voice filled with his usual pride and overconfidence.
And how is your Padawan, Ahsoka? Is she doing well?
The mentioning of Ahsoka and her well-being put a smile on his face, and he nodded, his voice a lot kinder than before. Yes, she is doing quite well.
And Anakin, I was talking with Count Dooku a few days ago, and he wanted me to ask you, what are your thoughts on sand?
Sand is the most evil thing to exist in this galaxy. It's coarse, rough, and it gets everywhere.
That is exactly what Padme told me last night.
Wait, you've been talking to Padme?
I have, as a matter of fact, and she says that you are totally not married.
I'm not married. There was uncertainty in his voice, and he was struggling to look Obi-Wan in the eyes as he spoke.
Anakin, you know that the Jedi cannot marry nor have any sort of emotional attachment.
I'm aware, Anakin said, but he didn't seem too sure. He tried to keep a cold and professional mask on his face.
Anakin, I want you to tell me about the day we ran into that nest of Gundarks. How did that go again?
A smile appeared on his face at the thought of a memory that seemed so long ago. He quickly looked down and started speaking in a more light-hearted tone than the normal coldness he used towards Obi-Wan nowadays. That didn't go very well at all. You probably remember what they're like. They're about as ornery as they are dangerous.
I'm very glad we got out of there in one piece, Anakin. What about Rey Skywalker? Do you know her?
Anakin seemed to hesitate, and he was struggling a lot more with the cold mask at the mention of that name. Yes, I do.
I think it's a wonderful decision that she decided to honor you and Luke and Leia.
It was obvious that Anakin was fighting to keep a neutral face, but there was a hint of a smile in the corners of his lips. It's quite an honor.
Yes, Anakin, I would say so. What are your thoughts on chocolate cake?
Oh, I love chocolate cake. Why do you ask?
General Grievous is having a party very soon, and he's invited a lot of battle droids there. They're going to be eating a lot of cake.
A scoff left Anakin's mouth, and he quickly gave Obi-Wan a somewhat annoyed look. Oh, really? A Sith general is having a party now of all times?
Speaking of cake, Anakin, Padme is on the way.
Huh? Anakin said, completely caught off guard by the news. He quickly tried to recover. Oh, really?
Really, she told me all about it. She said that she's going to be there, and she's inviting Ahsoka, Rey, and of course, Osha from the Acolyte.
Anakin, who could hardly keep his surprise hidden by now, raised an eyebrow. Ahsoka, Rey, and the Alkalian royalty?
Anakin, that is not what I said.
Sorry, I must have misheard you, Anakin said back, struggling to keep a neutral expression. He tried to laugh it off, but it sounded incredibly nervous.
Tell me about Order 66, Anakin. What are you doing during that attack?
Anakin, once again, became a lot more serious. A grim expression appeared on his face. I don't want to talk about it. I don't feel comfortable about the whole Order 66 issue.
Right, that makes a lot of sense, Anakin. Did you know that Mace Windu does not want you to have a seat at the Jedi Council?
Anger flashed in his eyes, and once he spoke, there was a definite edge to his voice. I am well aware of Master Windu's thoughts about me.
Anakin, I have very bad news. Do you know Jar Jar?
How can I not know him?
It turns out he's the Sith Lord.
Anakin's face fell, and he simply stared at Obi-Wan in disbelief. What?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Anakin, Palpatine is actually innocent this entire time. Darth Jar Jar is the one we're supposed to be hunting. Do you know where he is?
Wait. Are you telling me that Palpatine is in a... Wait, what? Anakin said back, completely and utterly flustered by this new discovery. Where was Jar Jar? Was the last question stuck on his mind, however.
I don't know, Anakin. We have to find him. Gather all the clone troopers. We're going to the Gungan city at once on the planet Naboo.
Anakin was still incredibly flustered, but he gave Obi-Wan a single nod. I'll gather the troops and meet you there.
Good job. Take Ahsoka as well. May the Force be with you.
Anakin quickly nodded, struggling to put some sort of confidence in his voice. May the Force be with you too.
Anakin, before we leave, I have a question. Do you want some death sticks?
Death sticks? Anakin asked curiously. What the heck are death sticks?
Don't lie to me, Anakin. You know what death sticks are. I caught you using them 16 years ago when you were a Padawan.
Immediately, Anakin's face turned into one of sheer guilt. He looked down as an expression between shame and guilt flickered over his face upon the mention of this event from a long time ago. 16 years ago, I know what they are.
You're you're in deep trouble, Anakin. I want you to go in the back of the corner of the room and think about what you've done.
Anakin sighed and silently made his way over to the corner, and he leaned against the wall and looked down, deep in thought.
Get wrecked, Anakin.
Anakin simply raised an eyebrow, trying not to give Obi-Wan a bitter look. Is that the best you've got, Master Kenobi? Get wrecked?
I'm going to no, Anakin. I'm going to
I
marry
don't think I've ever heard you,
Anakin.
of all people, say, get wrecked. That sentence just doesn't seem right coming from you.
Anakin, I'm going to marry Padme tomorrow.
Anakin's head snapped up in surprise at Obi-Wan's words. He stared at Obi-Wan for a second, and then he quickly found his voice. What? You and Padme? Married?
Yes, Anakin. We're going to Exegol.
Anakin's mind immediately went into panic. You're getting married? To Padme? On Exegol?
Yes, Anakin. We're going to get married on a seagull.
For a second, Anakin was just completely and utterly baffled by the idea, and he only managed to say one thing. A seagull?
Yes, Anakin. You know those little birds that fly in the sky.
I know what a seagull is, Anakin said back in a more flustered voice. He quickly continued speaking. You're going to marry on a seagull?
Yes, Anakin, we're going to get married on a bird. Jar Jar Binks is going to be the priest.
Anakin, who couldn't even keep his voice steady in disbelief at this point, said in a more quiet and bewildered voice, Jar Jar is going to preform the wedding on a seagull.
Yes, Anakin, he's going to preform the wedding, and while we're at it, you should probably go back to English class.
Anakin, who was growing frustrated, gave Obi-Wan a bitter and annoyed glare. His next words left his mouth in a bitter tone of voice. Shut it, Kenobi.
Oh! Anakin, that was very, very rude. I want you to go in the corner and count this bucket of sand.
Sand? A bucket of sand? Anakin asked with a confused look on his face. But he was also clearly annoyed, and he tried to hide his frustration by speaking with a bitter tone once more. Why would I count sand? And in the corridor of all places?
Yes, Anakin. Mace Windu wanted you to count sand. He said it was very helpful and that you could eat some.
He wanted me to count sand, Anakin said back in a very doubtful voice. He was giving Obi-Wan a look between doubt and annoyance. And he said I could eat some?
Anakin, I want you to do me one more favor and tell everyone listening that they have to subscribe for more fun content.
Anakin, who was now just extremely confused and very, very annoyed, raised an eyebrow, and once he spoke, he used a bitter tone of voice again. What? You want me to say subscribe for more fun content?
Well, you've already said it, Anakin. Thank you very much and have a great rest of your day.
Anakin gave Obi-Wan a bitter glare, and he sighed. May the Force be with you, he said as he turned and walked down the corridor.
Get wrecked, Anakin.
Anakin, who was already further down the corridor, did not respond at first, but after a few more seconds, he stopped and yelled aloud, "You're a jerk, Kenobi!"
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, my. Okay. Oh, dude, that's incredible. Okay, that is going to be the end of episode 1. Oh, my God. Okay. So we talked to Lord Garmadon, Elmo, and Anakin. That was incredible. Okay, we're going to be doing 3 more next time. We'll probably do 3 a video. That was a lot of fun. Make sure to subscribe. Anakin told you to subscribe. You got to do it. All right, thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, man, that was insane, dude.